Welcome back to another episode of Careful Boys. Today we have Mr. Joseph Jitsukawa. He is going to be our domestic abuse expert of the day.
Let's go.
I have a question
Can I
for
change
everyone.
seats?
For me, I think domestic violence is absolutely wrong. It should never be done, ever, 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 right?
Yeah, whoa, watch out.
From very close women around me, off camera.
Not this one.
Off camera, okay? Because they know that this is something they can't say publicly, but they agree. And they go, sometimes they're like, if a husband just smacked his wife, she would respect him a little bit more because he's such a little bitch. And she probably would have stayed if he fucking just gave her one little real quick. And I was like, I can't fucking believe I'm hearing this shit because I don't condone any of this. And I'm not even joking. I was shocked when I heard this. And then the other women were like, yup. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I have some follow-up questions.
Kidding me? And then so I was like, this is shocking, right? So I was talking about this with Hannah, and then Hannah was like, you're allowed to smack me one time.
What?
And I was like, are you fucking with me?
Was she like, hit me?
No. She was like, she's like, everyone gets out of hand from time to time. She goes, and if we ever fight, you're allowed to hit me one time. The second time, I'm leaving you, but you get a one-time hit pass. So make sure you do it at a good time. And I was like, what the fuck?
Better use this one up good.
So are you just thinking about when
I'm
you
like,
wanna
when
use
am I
it?
gonna fucking do it? No, just kidding.
So I don't have any room to stand, but I agree with that because I think that there's two scenarios. I think there's two scenarios. Okay. I think one scenario is when in the group dynamic, when the leader is lost, they can sock once to get the leader back. And it's because the dude has become such a like simp or whatever, or incel. I think the chick is like, where the fuck is my man at? But if the leader's in place and then the leader socks the chick, that's just anger issues. You need to get the fuck out of here. That's what I think. I think the women that are down with the one sock, it's because, dude, where was the man that I married? What was this little bitch that you turned into? You're gonna let me run this shit? Smack me up, let me know who's fucking boss, and let's get back on the road.
Smack though.
Smack me up.
You know, like can't you establish your manhood without physical?
But it's 1 second.
what was
It's
like
1
this?
second.
Okay.
No, it's like
1
To
second.
work on it.
I have a substitution. Instead of hitting, what if you just did it?
That's using comedy.
No, that's not supposed to be funny. It's not supposed to be funny.
Okay, so
Hell no.
I don't agree. I don't agree with this, right? But can you see can you see it from their perspective, like from the females as to why they would all go, yup, that's true, and I'm all like,
Yes, I can.
okay, can you
Psychologically, yes.
explain? Can you explain that? Because the context is these guys are your stereotypical pushovers, the yes guys, right? They just want to people please, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what ends up happening in a lot of these cases is the wives end up losing respect. They start cheating, all these things, or whatever happens where like, and then the solution's always which is shocking to me is like, if he just put his foot down and just smacked her once real quick, put her in her place, she would have respected him more.
Can I give you the massage? Can I give you?
Oh my God.
Can I give you the misogynist explanation before the good one?
Okay, give me.
I think the only reason that they all said yes is because women do that when women say stuff.
Because I have
Just agree with other women.
I think that happens a lot.
my whole thing is I'm curious to see with the ladies.
I think some women go, and then they later on go, what the fuck was she talking about? I think to be nice, some women, they agree when a woman is strongly speaking about a controversial opinion, just because it's less abrasive to be like, oh, I don't know, girl. And then she'd be like, why not? And then that becomes the
I
thing.
want to invalidate someone who's passionate about their stance.
Yeah, I would take women validating
You
women.
deserve to get socked up there.
I take the
It's not how that, no.
No, you were on our team, Banos.
Wrong pathways here.
misogynist in me specifically takes it very lightly when women agree with each other in front of other women. I take it very with a grain of salt. I go like,
Wait for them to debrief to go what they really
you gotta wait.
Process it. I think that's that's a big
An
thing.
interview in the room with the video camera, and they're like, "What was she talking about?" You know what I mean? Because that's like every reality show. Like it's not always that they agree. They're just trying to be nice and polite and supportive, and I get it.
Because
How do you see what those women are talking about? Like, what do you?
So I disagree with it. I don't think that
You disagree with the method, but you understand.
I can
Okay, got
understand it because everyone needs different things. Everyone has different personalities and everyone responds to things differently. So some people like that. Some people like for someone to put their foot down in that way, I guess. Like that. Like there are people who like to get smacked around literally, right? Like
Like it turns them on. Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Like that doesn't work for everyone, but that
No,
works
yeah.
for a certain group of people.
Gotcha.
So psychologically, I can understand how that would be okay with some people and not with others.
Yeah.
But I do not condone.
No.
sounds like you condone it, dude.
No.
You clean 135.
I was given was like, it's not this out of control like aggression where it's like right. It's like a 50s movie where it's like a quick little slap in the face and say get a hold of yourself, woman, and you just fucking shake her, right? Yeah, it's like that kind of.
Caesar Milan.
A man should never touch a woman like that.
That's why I
man
was
should
shocked
never
hearing.
touch women on that.
I was fucking shocked hearing that from women and other women that agreed. And then so I had to go around and ask a lot of independently. I asked a lot of women independent
The survey.
and I said, "Is this true?" And then they go, "Oh yeah, I could see that. Oh fuck it." And then the it wasn't even like on the fence. I think off camera, a lot of my female friends are more willing to go, "Oh fuck yeah," you know what I mean? Like
I think Gio would agree too.
she did actually. She's one of my friends that agreed. That's why I was
Hey.
like, "What the?" Mind you, they know the couples that I'm talking about too. So they know the context, they know the guy. And I think that painted a much clearer picture than some like imaginary couple. I think that if you didn't know the person, I think the first instinct is, oh, that's wrong. He should never put his hands on her. But he's like, oh, that guy is such a bitch. He wouldn't hurt a fly. That would be so out of character for him to just give one real quick. And then she's like, oh my God, I didn't know you were a fucking man. I thought you were a bitch. You know what I mean? Yeah. And she goes,
Stupid.
where was this man? Oh my God.
I'll say this. I think speaking from personal experience, there's a way, because I think for me, I'm pretty chill. I'm pretty like easygoing. But there's been times where you think I'm chill and easygoing?
It's the most non-easygoing way to say that.
Why are you so tense?
I'm very chill and I'm very easygoing. Believe me. Nah, but like there's been times where Tiff has done something and I was like, hey, don't fucking do that shit again. Seriously. And then she was like, she was like, oh, okay. But then she kind of like laughed about it and was like, whoa, like that was actually kind of like, I wasn't expecting that. And like she would tell her stories to our friends about how this happened. So I feel like instead of hitting, just use your deepest voice.
But that's also because you're a man, though. He was a man and a leader in that context.
No, because I was just angry and I was scared. And but that like that's a way to do it where we don't have to hit somebody. But just
You shouldn't
Yes.
have to.
Hey.
But those guys can't do that at that point. Wherever they got in their life,
But
where
to go from
where they're all depressed and shit.
being super depressed to hitting, that's unstable. That's a big jump.
Figure out a way to be manly without touching someone, then are you that manly?
Yeah.
Is it all about like the physical aspect on what makes you a man?
But it's also like, I think for some guys, they don't know their own boundaries. Like they don't have their own set of like, hey, you crossed the line. Do not do this shit to me. And I feel like sometimes you have to have your own like set of values and your own code before you could even like punch a lady in the face.
Oh my gosh.
But you know, like, so like when a guy is that down in the dumps, right? They're all like, they're not their shell of who they used to be. And you need some sort of metamorphosis to happen. Like, have you ever heard anyone gradually scream? Like, oh, no, right? They
Usually afterwards you hear freak out.
I think they usually just go outside and they're like, ah, like, what the fuck happened? And I think that's the manifestation of the slap. If they couldn't do, they probably would. It's cathartic. But sometimes you just need the
0 to 100.
boom, like, bam, and like, oh shit, who was that?
Yeah.
That was me.
It's called a jump start. That's what we call it.
Yeah.
So you're right in the way that you said everyone has different needs, right?
Yes.
Like obviously, you don't need to get smacked up to be proven anything. That's not who you are.
We haven't seen the other sides of her.
Good for you, bro.
Is when I realized how right that person. She was right about this person because this person she was saying maybe if he fucking smacked her, she would have fucking stayed, right? She told her sister, like she's not now with her new guy. She was telling her sister, yeah, he beats me the fuck up. And then she's like, but you know what? I feel the passion and I know he loves me. And then her sister's like, you are fucking mentally fucked in
Hope, bro. That's the craziest level.
But she's like, but guess what?
That's not good.
She's staying with the guy.
But that doesn't mean that it works.
It
Joe,
doesn't
because
work,
There's
but-
a psychological.
It doesn't
There's
work.
a psychological
It's not
issue
right.
and healing that needs to come from
No,
that. Right?
100%.
Like, that's not something working.
I'm not talking about if it's right or wrong. I'm talking about how she saw that in her, nailed it, and went, that's the kind of guy she's looking for.
Well, okay, that's like you said. Some people like it.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about that it's
That's
right.
a little different.
I'm talking about the female
Yeah.
intuition and being able to identify that in her
Right.
and going, if the man showed more of that and then bam, did this and he showed more aggression or whatever, that's what she needs. And I was like, whoa, because I would never saw that. I never would have identified that.
Right.
It's not what she needs in a positive way, obviously, but that's what she's yearning for.
Yes. That's a better way of putting it.
Yeah.
That's where you end up with those girls that tell their story and they're like, every guy I've ever dated has beat my ass. And then you're like, you want so bad to be like, the fuck's wrong with you? But then everyone goes, don't victim blame.
Exactly. No, it's yeah. Yeah, and her sister's like, what the fuck?
For 7 years straight. I could have left, but I don't know. I just didn't. And it's like, you have to kind of understand that some people have like a weird, I don't know, history of abuse or something that they allow it. They allow it, you know?
It's a crazy cycle that it's like common in domestic violence where it's like guy hits girl, you know, she's like obviously hurt. The dude's like cries in a corner and begs for forgiveness.
Yeah. It's a cycle.
Yeah, it's a cycle that keeps happening over and over and over.
And you're not meant to step in between it and stop it. Because you become the new villain and they both beat your ass.
And in her twisted head, right? A good, stable, safe man that doesn't beat her ass and he's not emotionally like up and down does not love her.
Yeah.
That she doesn't read it as that's
that's-
not, there's no passion.
That's because there's probably some sort of trauma that happened
100%.
from childhood that makes you feel like that
Yeah.
that's not how love looks like.
That's why I already don't think that person's operating on default settings. No. They're moving in a deficit and they're operating below, and that's where some people think that's all they deserve. Yep. So it's also like a confidence.
And that's where I think like obviously it's never the solution to smack her up once, right?
Do we have to do the motion next to me?
Yeah, you're not necessarily.
It's never the right.
Stay with you because you hit them.
But I thought it was hella fascinating that women could just fucking see that and go, yeah, that's what she needed, or that's what she wanted.
That's what she's looking for.
That's what she's looking for. Yeah. And it's like, I would have never seen that.
I'll never do it, but I'll bet you it feels hella good when you do it.
Why don't you slap Nick real quick and see how?
I'm not his
This doesn't
girl.
piss me off the way Gio does.
Okay, is it still? Let me ask you this one last thing: is it still domestic abuse if, let's say, that you're a guy that knows you know in your heart you're gonna hit your wife someday, so you teach her you teach her the appropriate block to be like, when I do it, do this move and reverse it on me.
Just because you show me the defensive move does not mean it's okay.
You have the key now. He's like, it's gonna when it comes at you, you know what?
I'm gonna go left, right, left.
Whoa, it's one smack, not three.
Oh, my bad.
Added more.
My bad.
It's more satisfying if you go, hey, here, hold this pillow. Hold this pillow, get your stomach.
Actually,
Sock at the
that's probably
stomach.
more fun. That's probably more.
Like a pillow is gonna not hurt as your punch is still gonna hurt.
I mean,
can't punch hard,
It's like
dude.
having sex with a condom on. It's like a little bit there, a little bit not there. It's like,
Yeah.
That's what we got.
it's a bad.
We're gonna work with what we got.
It's safe punch.
We're haggling. We're trying to haggle this in.
Safe, it's safe punch. Safe abuse.